Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. So we're going to be talking about probiotics today. So you might be familiar with them. So a lot of people talk about, I don't know if you understand the difference, but we're going to be talking about probiotics. So there's prebiotics, which feed the probiotics themselves, and then postbiotics, which are the metabolites that the probiotics create. So in our gut. So those are the three different steps, and we're going to be focusing on probiotics today. So before I get started, I like to talk about why I'm qualified to discuss these things. So years ago, I was actually in the hospital, and I learned years after that about the idea of using food as medicine and just how powerful it could be. So I became a health coach so that I could learn more for myself. And then it became my mission to share this with as many people as possible, because I feel like a lot of symptoms that people deal with, a lot of symptoms and diseases don't even have to occur. I mean, there is a way with a healthy enough diet and lifestyle to reverse disease and reverse symptoms. But if we didn't have to deal with them in the first place, I think that would be even cooler, because we're all so busy, and to have symptoms or diseases that kind of sideline what we're passionate about and what we want to focus our life's work on, I think we should not even have to deal with it. So yeah, that's why I do what I do, and I try to get this message out to as many people as possible, so that hopefully that can be the case. I mean, for me, it was kind of a gradual, learning what options were out there and, how to make things work. And I want to be that person that can just hand those resources over to somebody else. So it doesn't need to be a gradual thing. So it can be, so that, you can work with a health coach and go from wherever you are with your health to wherever you want to be in a much faster fashion. And it doesn't have to be gradual. I also learned along my journey just how powerful and awesome food is, and, what it can do for us and the benefits it provides. And so along those lines, I created a course that helps people to tactically change their diet, whether they just want to add more plants or whether they fully want to go plant-based, which I recommend. Whichever they're ready for, whatever stage they're at, this course kind of walks them through it. I think a lot of people understand why changing their diet or adding more plants is really important and really crucial, but I'm not sure a lot of people know tactically how to do it. So that's why I do what I do, and that's why I created the course, so that, it could just be easier to do those things. So let me know if you're interested. I am, let me know if you're interested in taking the course, and I'll send you information about it. So yeah, so that can hopefully be helpful to you also. Everything I do is just to be as helpful as possible to you. And if there's anything I can ever do to make things easier or add more value to you, then let me know. So back to the topic for today, probiotics. So I'm just curious if you take them or not. The gut health, they're really good for gut health, but it's more than just what we think about as far as typical gut health and the typical things that, we kind of are think about in connection to the gut, things like, how we digest and bloating and gas and, different issues, but it's so much more than that. Between 70 and 80% of our immune system lives in our gut. So the way that, anything that we do to improve our gut also improves our immune system. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The other thing is 70 to 90% of neurotransmitters are made in the gut. So those are all the feel-good hormones that are made that, contribute to things like a lack of them can contribute to things like depression, anxiety, things like that. So that's another really important reason to take care of the gut, and all the food you eat and the things you do, like probiotics, to just maximize the gut and the things it does. So we personally take Dr. O'Hara's, and that's what I recommend, Dr. O'Hara's probiotics. So that's what we do. Just because they have a really wide range of strains. A lot of probiotics have one or two, and I think the way I was taught it, the probiotics that make up our microbiome is like a thumbprint. Each person is a little bit different. So the more strains we can have in our probiotic, the more likely it is that it's going to match up with the strains that exist in our gut. So that's why I go for the more strains, and Dr. O'Hara's does that. Dr. O'Hara's is also fermented. I believe it's 3 years it's fermented, so they're completely shelf stable. So I think that's really cool. They come in a capsule that you swallow, and inside those capsules is a full ecosystem, that kind of a living thing. So I think that's really cool. So the other reason why I am talking about this is, besides just letting you know more information about the gut and the possibilities that are out there, when we personally ordered probiotics this last time, they gave us a boatload of samples. So if you're interested in taking any probiotics, I can send them to you totally free. So it's just something that, I don't know if one dose is really if you're really gonna feel anything necessarily. You might, if your gut is more depleted and, needs nourishment and needs things, then you might feel something. You might not. So, but let me know if you want to try them, and I will send them to you. So I think that's about it for this topic. So as usual, I'm on different social channels. I definitely recommend our Facebook group that's called Benefits of Eating Plants. So, and along those lines, I just wanted to add that I think that a lot of people talk about eating plants, and that's really good as far as gut health. And that's more prebiotic as far as I think about it. There's definitely prebiotics in a lot of plants that we eat. But to me, the analogy I always use is your microbiome and the probiotics that live there are almost like, if you have a lawn, and so they're more the grass seed, and then the prebiotics are the food, so they are like a fertilizer. And if you don't have the actual grass seed, you could fertilize your lawn as much as you want, but nothing's ever going to grow because there's not seeds, So that's how I kind of think about it, is the probiotic is really the basis and what you need. And there are certain foods that provide that, sure, but I just like to be sure that I have enough, that my body has I just want to, ensure that my body has the probiotic. So that's why I take it. And, I don't necessarily take it as much as it says you can, but you can definitely take it as much as it says, or as little, or however you want to do it. It's just something, like I said, that I am happy knowing that I have enough, and that I'm ensured that I have a lot of probiotics. So yeah, back to, I'm on all different social channels. If you have any questions, or if you want to reach out to me, or if you want to join our Facebook group, I definitely recommend it, because we share all different kinds of information, and I will post that link down below so that you have that if you want to join that. Again, I highly recommend. I've been posting my YouTube channel link after I do my lives, and I put them on Wednesday on my YouTube channel. So there's lots of information. There's years of lives and all kinds of just free health information. So I definitely recommend you check that out as well. So I will include that link. But yeah, as usual, if you're watching this live or on replay, then definitely, post anything that any reactions to this video, anything that you want to add that you think I may have missed, or anything that you have personal, experience with, or anything that you want me to cover in a future video. I want this to be as useful to you as possible. So if there's anything that you're interested that I can help you with, then definitely let me know, and let me, just let me know the information, whether you want to comment down below or send me a private message. I'm definitely, I want to make this as useful, like I just said, as usefully as possible. So please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. So I believe that's about it. So until next week, have a beautiful and colorful day. Bye, everybody.